Okay, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Nancy Stanley, physical therapist, life and health coach, and gosh, a big old fly just landed on my tripod thing here. Okay, so tonight I want to talk about cholesterol. I did this same talk, I think, a few months ago. Not this same talk, because actually I have some more information now and some additional information to share with you. But everyone is so concerned about cholesterol because when you go to the doctor and your LDL is up or your HDL is up, or all those numbers are rising, or maybe on the top end of what they should be, then your doctor is going to order a statin drug or some kind of medication. And the reason he's going to do that is because of the standard of care that is established in the medical society. There is a standard of care, and if you go there and he doesn't prescribe that, then he's liable, for that. So thank you for joining me, whoever that is. I see one person, but there's going to be more jumping on, I'm sure, and certainly watching the replay. So wherever you're watching from, if you just put where you're from, the city you're from, and hit the if you're watching the replay, hit pound replay, and that helps get this message out, because this really is a life or death situation. Now, really what I'm going to talk about tonight is what is cholesterol, and I'm going to show you how some tips to lower your cholesterol, because if you're going on the ketogenic diet, there's a good chance, well, I won't say a good chance, there is a chance that your LDL is going to be elevated. And there's a reason for that. Hey, Eva, thank you for joining me. There's a reason for that. And so I want to explain that to you so that you're not reactive to it, okay? And you're proactive, because that's really what matters, is that you're proactive, okay? All right, so let's talk about, hey, Sarah Lynn, let's talk about cholesterol first. So what is cholesterol? First of all, cholesterol is something your body produces, okay? Your liver and even your intestines produces cholesterol. So it's a good thing. Your body needs it, okay? And my husband's getting ice, so that's what that noise is. He'll finish in a minute. All right, so your cell wall has cholesterol in it, and it's what supports the cell, if you think about down to the cellular level. And if you didn't have cholesterol, we'd just be a puddle on the ground, all right? So cholesterol is good. So I want you to start beginning to think of that word as good. And so vitamin D travels by cholesterol, all right? So the sun, when you get out in the sun and you get vitamin D, it's absorbed through the oils in your skin, but it's the cholesterol that transports it to your cell, and that's a good thing. Bile acids are part of cholesterol, and they break down your fats. Your brain is 60 to 70% cholesterol. So we need cholesterol. Cholesterol is good unless it oxidizes. So that's what we're going to talk about, and I'm going to show you why cholesterol is, why it oxidizes. So 75% of your cholesterol is made by your liver and your intestines, okay? And think about it. Your liver's not making something that's going to hurt you. It's actually making something that's going to help you, okay? So, but what's causing the problem is the damage that we're doing to the cell, and it oxidizes, all right? So oxidized cholesterol is not healthy. All right, so I want to flip back over here, and okay. All right, so 25% of the cholesterol that you get is from your food. So that's why the type of fats that you eat is very important. And when you're on the ketogenic diet, yes, you eat more fats, but that's the difference in healthy keto and dirty keto. In my plan, we eat healthy keto because I want your body to thrive. I don't want to put toxic oils in your body. And I'm going to show you a prime example of a toxic oil. This is it says vegetable oil, and it says a cholesterol-free food. Well, who cares if, I mean, we need cholesterol, all right? So this says, let me see what this says. This is all vegetable soybean oil. Well, that's really good, but here's what you don't know is what they did to that soybean oil to get it into this shape, all right? It's a very cheap process. It's cheap to make, and it's not something you want to be putting in your body. So vegetable oil, canola oil, soy oil, all of those are oxidized. They're very toxic to your body, so get them out of your house. You don't want those, okay? They're responsible for your elevation in your cholesterol and for heart disease and so many other things, along with sugars, high fructose corn syrup, sucralose, fructose, all of those sugars that actually are causing the coronary disease, all right? So actually your healthy fats, your good healthy fats, so what are those? Those are going to be olive oil. I said canola oil the other night, but not canola oil. It is not healthy. I want to clarify that I said the other night. Let's see, what else? Hey, Wendy. Hey, Jackie. All right. Yeah, Jackie, I'm looking forward to talking to you, so get back with me about a time tomorrow. Okay, so let's see, what else? Avocado oil is the oil I use most because it doesn't have a taste, and I can actually fry in that. So if I wanted to make some French fries, I would use organic potatoes and I would fry it in avocado oil. Yep. I don't do that very often, but sometimes my children do want fried French fries. I don't have an air fryer yet. Can you believe that? I had one, but I didn't really use it, so I gave it away. But anyway, that's another story for another day. All right, so so another good oil is going to, of course, be olive oil. And, yeah, so those good fats, your good Kerrygold butter, your grass-fed butter. There's some other brands out there now. Your heavy whipping cream, your, let's see, what else? Good butter, ghee, MCT oil. That is a very good fat. So those are all good fats. You want to put those in your body. And if you put those in your body, your HDL is going to go up and your LDL is going to come down. So that's actually a good thing. So these are naturally occurring oils, all right? Not your man-made oils like your canola oil, vegetable oil, and soy oil, and quite a few others, okay? So chia seed is a natural occurring fat. There's good fats in that. Avocado, your animal fats that are good, healthy fats. Now, I particularly like to use grass-fed meat and range-fed chickens, not that have been shut up and fed grains. I don't want, I want grass-fed meat, and that's what I get. So, yeah, all right. So there are two types of fats. They're real fats and they're man-made fats, and you don't want the man-made fats in your body. All right. So, if you'll stay to the end, I'm going to tell you a quick and easy way to drop your cholesterol. The last time I had my blood work done, I dropped my cholesterol by 39 points. Okay. So, all right. So I'm answering the question, should you eat fat or not? Yes, you should. Fat was not what caused heart attacks, okay? And when Eisenhower had a heart attack, that all the world started paying attention to heart disease, and a lot of research was done, and there was one man that produced some research that said that fats is what caused the clogged arteries and the heart attack. Well, now he has recanted that and said that he didn't report it properly, but look what happened. The low-fat diet took over. They pulled the good fats out. They put in artificial fats, so many things that are not healthy. And look at us. Look, the low-fat diet did not work for America. And so now we know that it was the sugars and the toxins and all the chemicals and all of that. So I know many people, I've helped over 700 people get healthy, and immediately when they come off of those toxic oils and the sugars, they immediately say, my stomach feels better. You know, the breads, the grains, the genetically modified foods, they're not really food at all. And so I want to put good food in my body. How about you? Can you hit the love button if you want to put good food in your body and you want to fuel your body with good food? That's what it's all about. And your body will perform. It will perform. I promise you, if you fuel it with good food. So many of y'all on here are in my challenge, so I appreciate you sharing that. Okay. All right, so let me see. Okay, so there was a study done on 350,000 people, and basically the result of that said that there was no correlation, let me make sure I get this right, between saturated fats and heart disease, okay? So when we talk about saturated fats, I mean butter, I mean animal fats, I mean coconut oil, I mean those healthy natural oils. I'm not talking about the oils that I told you were not fat. We're not natural. Okay. So, and even breast milk has fat in it. Okay. I remember when I was nursing, when I would pump my milk, if I had eaten good fats, like butter and good food, then the cream would immediately rise to the top in my breast milk. But if I had been fasting, not by choice, but just maybe I hadn't gotten around to eating, and I pumped my breast milk about 11 o'clock, there was no fat in it. It was just blue. You literally could see through it. And so I learned real quick that I wanted to put good fats in my body. Thank y'all for tagging people. Yeah, this is how people get on here and learn and know. So thank you for doing that. I'm also going to ask you to share. All right, so let me make sure I've got everything. So the things we're doing that causes damage to our cells are like pollutants and toxins that we take in our body. Too much sun, too much exercise. I mean, those are not healthy things. I believe in exercise. I think you should exercise. But this rage we've got going now where you exercise to just total fatigue and then the next day you're so sore. That for me, I just don't see that as healthy to your body. So I think we're seeing the repercussions of too much sun, too much exercise, and the pollutants that are in the air. So having filtered water, having a room air purifier, I think is important so that we can get good things into our body. After all, you would never put dollar gas in your car, would you? No, you wouldn't, because it would sputter. And most people are sputtering. Their bodies are sputtering. You're taking better care of your car, excuse me, than you are your body. And the reason you take good care of your car is because you want it to last a long time. But your body is carrying you around. And if you take good care of it, I'm 65 years old. I feel so great. Here I am at 9 o'clock at night doing this. And I was busy all day. I worked all day. I did a nice walk. I ate some good food. I really haven't had anything since lunch. I don't plan to eat anything until lunch tomorrow because I want to put good fuel in my body, but I want to fast some. Okay, so let me flip over here and I'm going to finish this up really quick. So when you see your LDL go up and you're on ketosis and you're in ketosis, just know that the minority of people have an elevation in their health. Not everybody. I did. And so what I did was I had already started putting good fats in my body, but I noticed that there were some other things that I could do. So I began doing that. I began to eat, putting some chia seeds, and I started eating a little less of red meats and more fish. Those omega-3s and those fish really help with that. Okay, so I told you if you waited till the end, I would tell you how to lower your cholesterol. So if you just fast for 24 hours before you have your blood work done, you'll notice that your cholesterol is down. Mine was down 39 points my last time. Okay. So the typical test that's done to test cholesterol really doesn't give us a lot of information. It's old-fashioned. It's been done forever. They really need to update it. The two tests that you want to get your doctor to do. Now, I'm not offering medical advice here. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just giving you information, and it's what you don't know that hurts you. It's what you don't know that hurts you. All right, so it's the ApoB test, and the Ldlp test. So those typical tests you do don't tell you much about the number of LDL particles that are circulating in your body, okay? But your LDL comes in many forms, but the two forms you need to know about is your small particle LDL and your large particle LDL. And if you can see, your small particle LDL is not the one you want a lot of. You want a lot of these big fluffy ones, because here's what happens. As they float through your blood vessels, if they're big, they'll just kind of bump along and they'll do what they're supposed to do. But the little ones, they get stuck. And that's what causes plaque buildup, and then they release and go to your heart or to your brain and cause problems. So what you're wanting to know is how many of those small particles that you have. And so your Apob test is a marker of how much of your cholesterol is in the most unfavorable form. That's what you want to know. And so what to look for is the discrepancy between the Apob and the LDL findings. So I know this isn't something you're going to remember, but I just want you to know that there are other tests, and these are not expensive. Now, there are some more expensive tests that you can do, but really, before you get on a statin drug, you want to know this information, okay? So if your LDL is high and your Apob is low, then if that was me, I would be fine with that, okay? But again, I'm not your medical doctor, so you need to communicate with your medical doctor. And if your medical doctor is not in tune with these new tests and this information, if he looks at you like a deer looking in the headlights when you say, I'd like to have the Apob test or the LDL test, then I don't know. What else can I say? I'm not going to say anything else. All right, so, okay.